art friends. Sunday is Mother's Day, so we gotta get busy. I found this super cute Deep Space Sparkle project of a beautiful little red truck filled with flowers. And I added this cute license plate. Maybe you want to make one for your mom or grandma with something that's personalized to them. But I thought it would be fun to create this beautiful little drawing that you can give her on Mother's Day, since you can't shop so much right now. We're all staying at home. So we don't have many supplies today, so it's going to be super quick. So I want you to grab a piece of paper, pencil, and an eraser if you need it. And we're going to get started on our beautiful flower truck, okay? Go ahead and press pause, grab your supplies, and come on back. All right, welcome back. The first thing we're gonna do, boys and girls, is gently fold your paper in half. Gently, when I say gently, I don't want like a tight crease. We're not gonna press it down. We just wanna line up our edges so they're flush. We talked about that word recently when we were doing some collage work. So make it flush, line up the corners, and just give it a little tiny gentle pinch, not on the edge here, not on the fold, but kind of next to it, all the way down. And then open it back up so you can see your middle line. Do you see mine? And I'm gonna tape it up so that we only see half of the drawing. And I guess I have to do it, well, we'll put it here and see if you can still see it nicely. Okay, I don't want to crease it all the way too, because I might give this to my mom. All right, so there is this is our plan. This is what we're kind of going off of. And we're gonna start with this bottom fender or bumper. I don't even know for sure what all the car part names are. And so we're gonna start on the crease. You're gonna open your paper, or you can leave it folded, I guess. With a pencil, don't use a Sharpie. If it's folded, it'll wreck it. I'm gonna use a Sharpie so you can see. We're gonna start on the fold, and we're just going to make a horizontal line, and it's gonna go pretty wide. Trucks are pretty big. So I'm gonna go not all the way to the end of the paper, but just a nice horizontal line. If you wanna use a ruler, you can, but it's not necessary. We're gonna make another one under that line. And that's our half of a bumper anyway. I'm gonna make a curved line to connect it. And there we go. So that's our start. Under the fender is the tire. So I'm gonna make like an 11 or 2 vertical lines straight down. And they're kind of wide because pickup trucks have pretty wide tires. And the same thing, a kind of curved line to connect them. And there's one tire. So we have the fender, we have the tire, and now we're gonna work on the, I don't know what this thing is, the side of the truck or the tailgate part. All right, and again, it's the same shape, but now it's gonna be a little taller because the hitch or the back of the truck is taller than, of course, a tire. So we're gonna go straight up on this side and a little narrower line all the way up and stop. All right, so we're just mostly using straight lines and connecting them with these curved lines. All right, now on this I want to put the 2 tail lights, so I'm just going to add 2 circles, and I'm just freehanding those. They don't have to be perfect, doesn't matter. And maybe you're like, oh, I kind of want my tail lights to be rectangle. That's your decision. You're the artist. All right, next line, we're gonna do another horizontal line pretty close to the fender. And we're gonna stop before we get to this, I don't know, other piece that we just made. I don't know what it's called exactly. Mrs. Eichhorst isn't so great with cars. All right, we're gonna do a nice vertical line straight up from there. Not as tall as this either, because we're gonna make kind of this little this little door that on the back of the truck. All right, and then I'm gonna make another one. So this is like half of the back of the truck because we're doing it symmetrical. We'll do the other half later. All right, and then above this is also a line for the top of the door, the back door. So we have half of the back of the truck here. And now we're gonna do the truck bed. I know that word, the truck bed. And the truck bed, because the truck is driving away from us, it's gonna angle in a little bit so that it gives us a little bit of perspective. So instead of this line being straight, I'm gonna angle it toward my middle line. So here's my middle line, and I'm just gonna kind of angle it in so that it's not straight up. I don't know if you can tell, but it's not straight. It's pretty diagonal, all right? At the end of this line, I'm gonna start the cab of the truck. That's where the people sit, all right? And I'm gonna this time go straight up, as straight as I can with my arm, and curve it a little bit where I want it to stop. So straight up with a little curve. And then I'm gonna go horizontally to my crease. And I'm gonna kind of mimic the same curved line for the window. And you can decide how much truck you want and how much window you want, but I kind of just, I don't know, guess that it's a little bit away. And I'm following this line. So it's about the same distance apart all the way around and then down. And it's a little bit curvy because those old trucks were like that. Okay? And then the bottom of the window starts at the crease again. And I'm leaving a few little spots because I penciled in a few flowers already. All right? So there we go. Next, we got to work on this window, this little rear view mirror. So I'm going to give two little horizontal lines sticking out, and then just a rectangle. And it can also be kind of rounded. It doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm going to do another one. That was the frame, and now the mirrors on the inside here. And I'll put a couple little, I don't know, reflection lines. I guess I should do that here too. All right. Easy, right? Super easy. Your mom's going to love it. Now we're going to copy the same thing on this side. All right. So we're going to extend this bumper line over top and bottom. Connect it. We're going to make the tire right under with a curved line. Connect it. We got to extend this inside detail over, down, over, connect it. And I didn't put this in before, but we'll put the little latch to open the back of the truck. On this side, we need to add this pillar, this beam, this, I don't know what that is. My husband would know, Mr. Eichhorst would totally know that answer. With two vertical lines, connected again with the curve. Once you teach yourself this side's so easy because we're just copying now. Two circles. Maybe a couple reflections on here. Those are light, the tail lights. And then the top of the bed. And I am leaving it a little bit blank because I want to put my flowers in, and if I use a Sharpie and I try to draw the flowers on top, it won't look so nice. All right? This line, remember, is a little bit angled in, and it goes up to about here. So if you are working on this at home and you're like, oh, when do I stop? You know, with a pencil, it's easier, but I just kind of go toward this center line, a little angled, right? And then I just kind of eyeball it, like, yeah, that looks about the same. So now I'm gonna go straight up, around, and they connected pretty close. Same thing with this side. I'm gonna go over, down, and around, pretty close. And this side might be a little wider than this side. It's not gonna be perfect because I'm not a computer and neither are you. So don't worry about that. Moms don't care. All right, I'm gonna add my mirror almost exactly across, and I'm gonna add my rectangle for the frame and another rectangle for the frame. All right, that's pretty symmetrical. Next, I'm gonna put on my license plate. Now you can add yours however you want. I'm just making a nice long rectangle so I have room for my words. I put the little screws on there because those are always on a license plate. And I'm gonna do the heart is right in the middle on my line. Mom. But you can decide what's gonna be on yours. All right, now for the flowers. I did these all different kinds of flowers. A lot of them are twirls. A lot of them look kind of like daisies with the petals. And oh goodness, it was so much fun, but it took a long time. So if you don't have that much time or patience, try these flowers. The flowers I made closest to us, looking at the back of the truck, pretty big. So I just did a little twirl, like a cinnamon roll, like that. And they go all different ways. And sometimes if I bump into a flower, I stop so that I'm not drawing on top of another flower. But with pencil, it's not a big deal. And every now and again, I added a leaf, just a little kind of V, and then an oval kind of shaped leaf. So you can add a few of those. It takes up some space, and that works great. So the ones at the very back of the truck are these big, giant, twirly flowers, and it's way faster because you can just put a million of these in super quick. And it kind of looks like the top of a rose anyway, right? They kind of are twirly looking when they're all closed up. All right, so I'm making these nice big ones back here because they're right close by us, lots of them. And I'm gonna go kind of fast now, okay? And every now and again, I just put in a leaf, just, to fill the space. You can do that if you want to. Or you can do a million different littler flowers like I did, but oh my goodness, you're gonna have to really take your time to get that done. But it was fun. So it's up to you. You can decide. But as I get back in the truck, I'm gonna make these flowers get smaller and smaller because they're farther away from me. All right, that's perspective, boys and girls. So these are kind of medium in the middle. Right? All these little cinnamon rolls, right? It's kind of making me hungry. And then add a leaf every now and again, whenever you feel like it. All right, these are gonna get smaller yet. And way back here, they're sort of small. So then you don't have so many to color. It's not so much work, but it's fun and pretty. And then the parts that don't have flowers, there's these little spaces in here. I just colored them. In this case, I used kind of green to go underneath. Maybe there's more leaves that we really can't see, okay? So you can add some smaller flowers to the front, but remember the front or the back closest to us are bigger, and then they start getting smaller and smaller. To show a little perspective, way back there, there's some little teeny tiny looking ones. Because they're so far away, right? And then throw in a leaf or two, and voila. We're pretty much done with this beautiful truck. Now, the last little detail you're going to want to put in is the road and maybe the horizon. So I picked my horizon line to be kind of up by the window, but you can decide. So, and it doesn't have to be straight. It could be, kind of bumpy. Maybe they're out in the country. You could add trees. And then for the perspective for the driveway or the road, it's going to be wider where we are and narrower going far, far away. So this line is a diagonal line going off the page on both sides. All right, so he's on the road. And you can draw some maybe little pebbles. Maybe there's a flower or two that popped out. Oops, they fell out of the truck maybe as it's bouncing along the bumpy road. Maybe a few little sprigs of grass. But remember, the background's really not the star of the show. All right, and then of course you can add a sun, or I just put a little cloud in my sky, and then don't forget to sign it. All right, boys and girls, so we have our road going off. We have the truck bed kind of going smaller, going away from us. And it's pretty cute, isn't it? And it says mom. So you can make your own, and I can't wait to see it. I hope you do have a happy Mother's Day with your mom or your grandma or auntie, and make them feel special, okay? Do your best. All right, see you soon. Bye-bye.